I mean, that is the question of the day. Can lasagna float? Of all the things, of all the questions that could be posed to you at this moment in time, can lasagna float? Well, I'm not going to waste your time or mine trying to come up with an answer to that. I figured let's get things started for those of you who are new here that haven't seen any of the other 110 of these shows that I've done. Let's go over to the draw cam so that I can give you a sampling of what it is that I really love to do. We're gonna move these guys. Whoop! Didn't mean to turn off the music. Let's move these guys over here. For a second, let me just make sure that looks good. Yeah, there we go. My name is Rich Drezen. I am 36 years old. I live in New Hyde Park, Long Island, New York, with my fiancée Stephanie. We are getting married in October of 2022. I have been drawing cartoon characters for almost my entire life. The earliest of my drawings that survives is a picture of Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck going fishing. It was drawn approximately 1988, but my first professional work that I got paid to do wasn't until, I want to say about 2008, 2009, most likely 2008. Now this furry fella right here is my flagship character for Drezen Media. This is Lucky Zilla. Now he doesn't always look like this. He transforms into this. And this is what this handsome devil looks like as a human being. Debonair and dapper Detective Bruce Deodato. He and his partner Harmony try to uncover secrets that will lead to solving crimes in the crime-ridden city of Massapequa Heights. Often they find themselves up against adversaries that require a little bit of superheroing, and Bruce transforms using a magic necklace into the mighty Lucky Zilla. Can you see the resemblance? I can, sorta, but you're kinda not supposed to, because it's called a secret identity for a reason, right? Right. Now let me see. I'm going to tilt my camera over here. You'll mind the mess on the floor. This is my Wacom Cintiq 22 HD. I have had it for 7 years now. It still works. It gets a little cranky at times, but that's what happens when you're a user, not a programmer. So, before we continue, those of you who have been here before, I mean, this show has been pretty laid back, you know, just draw cartoons based on a theme, which will continue. However, the format has changed just a little bit. First and foremost, the voting. Viewers get to decide on what gets drawn. You get to vote on characters that are normally put up. Because, you know, I really hate asking for money. But it's kind of going to help me continue to do this. So I'm going to make it worth your while. I try to keep it... I've been trying to keep this as... I want to give you things. I mean, I need something for it, but I really want to give you things. So, on my Patreon, which I am going to share all that with you, you can become a patron for as little as $1 a month at patreon.com/DrezenMedia. To LuckyZilla.com, you can pick up an issue of my LuckyZilla comic magazine. There are 22 issues available as of this episode. There is also LuckyZilla the game. It is a board game designed for between 2 to 4 players, giving you hours and hours of family fun. There's also LuckyZilla, a celebration of LuckyZilla on DVD or Blu-ray disc, which is also available on LuckyZilla.com. Drezen Media offers Drezen Draws birthday parties and corporate events. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a birthday party, and it doesn't necessarily need to be a corporate event. We will do coming out parties, we will do gender reveal, without pyrotechnics. I mean, there's a lot of things we can do and will do to discuss further. Message us or visit DrezenMedia.com. Now, let's see how else I can show this. Well, I'm going to drop into the comments my Patreon page. Let me just see. Yeah. This isn't really how I wanted to do it, but okay. You can start as an entry-level zebra. And at this level, you're able to vote on characters that get drawn on Drezen Draws, as well as themes. And you get admission into LuckyZilla Secrets of the Kennel, which is a Facebook group that I set up, where you can see stuff that has never been before seen by the general public. You get behind-the-scenes stuff. It's really cool. It's really exciting. But for $5 a month, we'll label you a really cool zebra. And that gets you in the show as a sponsor. If you look up just above me, we have our thanks to our patron Onjikun. Thank you, Onjikun. Hello, if you're watching. Onjikun has supported me for a very long time. And Onjikun is very lonely up there. So, somebody keep him company. Again, I hate asking for money, and I feel like sometimes I'm very bad at it. But really, I want to give you things. I want to give you things, but you have to let me give you things. If you commit for 6 months to the Really Cool Zebra membership, you will get full access to the entire digital comics catalog of LuckyZilla comics. $10 gets you full digital access without having to wait 6 months at the $5 level. You get instant access to every LuckyZilla comic book ever published digitally, plus the next issues in digital as they become available. But if you commit to at least 6 months, you get to choose any 3 LuckyZilla comics of your choice. That's redundant, isn't it? You get to choose any 3 Lucky comics or any Drezen Draws prints. Now, let's have a look at those. Now, these are prints of drawings I've done here on Drezen Draws. But let's get the... there we go. I love my toothless. Eventually I will get to the drawing, but I have to do all this promo stuff. Night Thrasher, an obscure Marvel Comics hero. I'd never heard of him. Speaking of LuckyZilla comics, yes, they exist. They exist in print form. This is issue number 20. It was our 25th anniversary issue. LuckyZilla was created back in 1995. I will not be selling you an issue that I caught from you. This is LuckyZilla number 21, which came out a little bit earlier this year. And this right here is our current issue, LuckyZilla number 22. LuckyZilla number 23 is due out in June. And speaking of which, we have subscriptions available on LuckyZilla.com. A 1-year subscription is 6 issues. The book is published every 2 months. Is $24. And it includes shipping to the U.S. only. International buyers can inquire about shipping, but that's a different thing altogether. Now, as I mentioned, there is also a LuckyZilla game. See, I told you I want to give you things. I mean, of course, money, but you get nice things. Now let's have a look inside. Any good game needs a game board, which of course I have upside down. Now what do you put on this board? Well, among other things, we have characters, dice. In order to keep costs down, so that this way we could keep the sale price of the game low, we went with sticker pawns. This right here is Bruce Deodato, who is Lucky's alter ego. And speaking of Lucky, here we go. These are included in every LuckyZilla the game. Bear with me. I want to make sure I don't lose anything. Contributing to my Patreon may eventually help me hire an assistant. I would try to put an assistant to work, but there are one of 2 things that are hampering that. One, said assistant may have 4 legs and no thumbs, or optional other said assistant isn't interested in this stuff, which is fine. So anyways, I said I was going to do some drawing, right? Right. So let's just get into it. The theme of this episode is Garfield and Friends. Now, I went looking for Garfield characters, and I was just like, okay, you know, what's... Because I hadn't read the Garfield comic strip in ages. So I'm like, do I really know Garfield? turns out there was a strip that Jim Davis did a while back where there was a character known as Raphael. Probably at the height of the original character craze. Maybe Jim Davis is a closeted Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I did say I was going to do some drawing, but of course, as the subtitle suggests, I am a cat dad of sorts. I got one of our 3 cats here. I'm gonna try to get her to come say hello to you. No? I don't know if you can hear her. This is Destiny. She is a pain in the butt. Say hello to the internet, Destiny. Hello. You don't want to say hello? You just want to be cat? Okay. This might take a minute. Or 2. Or 3. How is that comfortable, the way that you're sitting? Okay. We have a slight cat problem going on right here. What are you doing? Excuse me, I gotta get over to the drawing board, cat. Let's see how stealthily I can do this without the cat biting me or jumping off. You have to get to the board, cat. Oh, Destiny. Goodbye, cat. The other cats are around here somewhere. You notice the ads up top. Those were actual ads. I wish that there was a way that I could make them clickable so that I could make things so much easier for people to contribute to my art. There probably is a way, but I do not know the way. my computer is not happy with me. This computer that I'm using is 7 years old. Alright. Hopefully the music comes out right. Let me see if I can listen to it. Okay. His feet kind of look like a lasagna almost. Or at least that's how it looks to me. I never thought in a million years that I would live in a house with a cat, much less 3 of them. But I love cats now. They're great. This is an alternate universe-ish Garfield for those of you who are just getting in here. For those of you watching this on YouTube, you will be watching it recorded and not live. I do go live on Facebook with these. The frequency is going to be a little irregular for the time being, only because my fiance and I are moving. Can't exactly say when, and I'm not going to say where because it's none of your damn business. But we're going to be close by. It's going to be nice. And yes, I am going to be drawing Binky the Clown next. For those of you who remember Garfield and Friends, there was a character named Binky the Clown. And I think he also appeared in the comic strip at least once. So yes, I'm going there. don't even know how I'm going there. You know, at first I was going to go in an entirely different direction with this. Actually, I didn't even know what direction I was going to go in with this. I was just kind of winging it. Now that I'm kind of seeing how this is all shaping up, I'm like, you know, maybe we can do this. If you like what you see so far, I know I've done a lot of talking and a lot of sales pitching for the last 20 minutes or so because, well, you know, this is how I would like to make my living. I have a 9 to 5, that's going okay, but, you know, I'd much rather be doing this. So, if you like what you see, consider being a Patreon patron, and if you can't support regularly, that's fine. I have a PayPal tip jar that is in those ads up above, but it is paypal.me/DrezenMedia. Hi, John. You know, considering the subject matter that I am, shall we say, paying tribute to, I almost would have expected a greeting along the lines of, "Beep, beep, Richie!" But I'll forgive you this once. you know, John, I'm kind of kicking myself because for a split second when I was making the list, but I wanted to add from Rick and Morty, Gazorpazorp Field, but I didn't. I can't believe myself. Oh, no, don't even worry about it. Hey, you know, you gotta eat, right? Drezen draws can wait, and it should wait, until you are properly nourished. Let's see now. Now we can start inking. If I get much quieter, I will have to go into sales mode again to kind of wake myself up, and that hand looks disastrous. I have to admit, and this might be sacrilege I'm about to commit, but I loved Garfield and Friends growing up, but I have to admit, the show has not aged well. When it came on Netflix a handful of years ago, I was just like, oh man, I haven't seen Garfield in forever. Oh yeah, I really want to see this. And I put it on, and like 5 minutes later, I was like, wow, this is horrible. I was like, how did I tolerate this in my youth? It's just not a good show. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Garfield fans. The strip is amazing. I love, I always loved Garfield in the newspaper comics. Really great stuff. Jim Davis has done a hell of a job over the years. You should see one of the cats there. She's lying down here guarding the studio entrance. She's my my little gatekeeper over here. Although I've come to learn that the gatekeeping is not exactly a very friendly term. See, I am a proud ally to the LGBTQ community. I welcome everyone of every gender around the world. Drezen Draws is a place you can consider your safe space if you need it. If you need a little bit of encouragement, feel free to message us, and we'll do the best that we can to encourage you. Or maybe point you in the right direction if you know, you maybe need some advice about something. I mean, we are not trained medical professionals, so if you need medical attention, seek it out, because it's out there. And as someone who has gotten therapy and counseling, I couldn't recommend it more. You just have to find the right counselor, because not all counselors are the right fit for everybody, and it can be very distressing. I don't know how. You might be wondering how we got on that subject. You know, when just 10 minutes ago I was ripping Garfield and Friends a New One, but in all honesty, there is a lot more to life than cartoons, and you need to understand that sometimes people could use a little encouragement. You know, some of us are hurting, especially since, you know, we're still knee-deep in a pandemic. I mean, need we remind anybody who needs reminding? I am drawing in Adobe Illustrator. Oh, yeah.
Hi, Kate.
Kate herself is an extremely accomplished illustrator. You know, I'm really kicking myself because I almost added Gazorpazorp Field to the candidates. Let's see. What was I gonna say? But yeah, as you can see, the ads rotating. I have a Patreon.
Needs money.
But I want to give you things. If you contribute to my Patreon, I can give you those things. You'd be able to vote on what gets drawn on Drezen Draws, as well as get some insight into the creation of LuckyZilla Comics. And this is still very early in the works, and I would have to coordinate it properly and choose dates. But in addition to Drezen Draws, there would be a patrons only. There might be a patrons only LuckyZilla strip creation stream. Bill Plimpton did something similar. When he was doing his animated feature, Cheatin', I think. Or maybe it wasn't Cheatin'. I think it was Idiots and Angels. Let's see. The poll was honestly a tough one. Went with Graffield because I never heard of him, and though it'd be interesting to see you draw him. I also wish more people were patrons of yours as well. I appreciate that greatly, John. I do want to bring up you might be seeing an ad that's floating by. If you refer me 10 patrons in a month, they could be at least a $1 level. I'm not looking for miracles. You know, you refer me to someone that pays. You refer me to 10 people that pays, and I will give you a special gift. And it'll be something nice. I promise. I mean, you can probably guess what the gift might be, but you know, I can be generous. And not just because you've supported me for a long time, but I greatly appreciate your your fellowship and your friendship. I'm not expecting to become close with all of my patrons, but, you know, just close enough for comfort, and, you know, hey, you know, thanks for supporting us. And also, support John. John is really good, too. Oh boy. Excuse me just a moment. I'm gonna go get something else to drink in the meantime, just watch these adorable ads. Why don't you? Okay, and we are back.
Yay.
Nothing shameless about it. great work. Okay. Now some people might be thinking, oh, Rich, you're cheating. You're about to cheat. And I say to those people, no. I am saving a little bit of time. Okay. Ooh, that's interesting. I always find I always seem to learn new things by accident, which is great because I love learning new things. I just wish that most of the time I wouldn't learn them by accident. I gotta tell you, I'm really glad that you picked Binky the Clown. I don't know any other way. Oh yes, yes, very much happy accidents. My mother says that my sister and I used to always watch Bob Ross with my late maternal grandmother, but quite honestly, I don't remember that. I wish I could remember it. I don't. I'm sure it was cool though. And his happy little trees. There were a bunch of professors at Briarcliff that really frowned on Bob Ross, and I can never understand why, because Bob Ross was just... It was Bob Ross, man. He was a good egg. Hello, little cat. Let me see real quick. I hate to interrupt the drawing, but let's see if... You see that little black cat over there? That's Maleficent. She's our kitten. Hello, little cat. What you doing? Here she comes. Maybe we'll see some cat wrestling. A first for Double D. Right, little cat? And here they go. Or maybe not. Let's take a quick look around the studio. Now, as you can see, it is a little bit of a freak show. There are less things in here now, except on the floor in front of me, which you can't see. As the cats start to wrestle. But we're going to be moving in a few months, maybe as few as 2, and this could be the very last show that is filmed here. I want to keep it open for, I don't know, maybe another week, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see, but it's not likely. This could be the very last show in this studio, so consider this a most momentous occasion. Okay. That's a very good question, John. It's really hard to say. Because, I mean, he died fairly young. He died the year I created Lucky. Which is kind of bizarre to me. Oh no, will this work? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. There we go. We're going to get rid of that for a second. Just so that we can poach some colors. Oh yeah, that's right. We have to unlock that, don't we? Yes. Yes, very much. Binky Wise. I like that. I don't know. The screenshots that I was using of him, they looked like they might be a teal or something. I mean, I'm colorblind to certain shades of red and green, so you might very well be right, John. I think we can. Actually looks. And those I done goofed. There we go. That's a bit more acceptable. Let's see.
I don't wanna make it green.
Yeah, maybe next time. There we go. Okay, people. And here we have the finished piece. Binky Wise. I would like to thank our longtime patron, Onjikun, for his continued support. Now we're going to be doing some ads again. So, like I said, I apologize. I hate asking for money, but at the same time, I want to give you stuff. We have memberships starting as little as $1 and tiers up to $25, and that's per month. $1 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, and $25 a month. And you get some really cool stuff, even at the most basic level. Other things that we do include birthday parties, corporate events, etc., etc. You have an event that you want to add a little extra entertainment to, message me or visit DrezenMedia.com still plentifully available is LuckyZilla the Game. Ooh. It's a board game based on the Drezen Media webcomic and comic book series. Also, there is a celebration of LuckyZilla on DVD or Blu-ray disc. You can get it at LuckyZilla.com. It features brand new restorations and bonus features, early LuckyZilla animation, and a live-action film that previously was very rarely seen. It's on there, and it's pretty interesting. Become a patron of ours at patreon.com/DrezenMedia for as little as $1 a month, like I keep saying. And hopefully some of you will contribute. I would love for you to, so that I can give you stuff. You can also support us by purchasing LuckyZilla comic magazines. You can get them on LuckyZilla.com. You can get them in print. You can get digital comics on our Gumroad store. But yeah, they're there. They're pretty cool. And they're waiting for you to love them. So let's have one last look at the finished masterpiece. Binky Wise. Oh, that's great. I like that. Binky Wise. Oh, I gotta send this to Jay. He's gonna love it. All right. Lastly, I would like to say goodbye to the old Drezen Media studio, Stephanie Road studio. This is it. Next time I will be coming to you from a different location. I'm not exactly sure when. It will be sometime in the summer. Excuse me. But for now, I'm going to go play with the cats, maybe watch some TV, and go to bed. I hope everyone stays safe, and otherwise, stay drawsome. All right, there we go. Good night.